Today I was driving with another person who works for Ken because we were supposed to be going to Tucson for some recording with Ken's business partner, but he ended up getting sick, so we didn't do that. But I was still driving with this guy, Jerry. And Jerry's the same age as Ken. They're both about 61. And we were talking about what the major differences between this guy and Ken were. It was him. He was talking about it. He's like, why am I in the position where I work for somebody else and Ken's in the position where he's the boss, he does whatever the hell he wants. He's the man. And he said, I never would have been able to do what Ken does. He said, I am a massive pessimist. Whenever I am thinking of something, I think, what is the downside? He said, when Ken sees something, he thinks of what is the upside, and then he just has trust and confidence in his own ability to figure any downside out, which is the exact same thought process that I have. And he was kind of relating me and Ken in that aspect. And then he was saying the ability to take massive, massive risks. Now, when you look at someone like Ken McElroy, if you don't know who he has about 10,000 real estate units. He has like 300 employees, makes millions and millions of dollars per month. He has like 10 different businesses. He's a freaking just beast. And he does all of that in about 2 days of working now per week. And now it looks like, oh, this is all super easy stuff. But when you're first getting started and he was taking out a loan for that first property, I bet he probably had to do a personal guarantee, and the personal guarantee was of his own personal house and his own assets. And at the time, he had children and a family, and so if it went wrong, he would have lost the house. He would have lost every single thing that he owned. But he just had trust in his ability, and then he probably had to do that for the first few years. So it goes to this massive amount of stress management. How much stress are you willing to put yourself under after you take the risk? I would say initially it's really how much risk are you willing to take to get to some sort of position. And then once you have a systems built in place and you're already making some money, then to scale from there, a lot of it is stress management as well as a pretty high degree of risk. But how much stress are you willing to undergo? And Jerry said there's absolutely no way he could have handled the amount of stress that Ken would have had to have gone through to get to the position that he's at. Because to do this over such a long period of time and to have never had a property be unsuccessful, you had to have gone through hyper stressful moments. It's feasibly impossible not to. So now people comment on Ken's video like, "Oh, you fucking idiot! Like you're just rich as shit," and fuck you. Like people hate rich people, but 99.99% of people would never be able to go through the things that it takes to make that much money. I mean, of course, there's people. Ken calls them lucky sperm who are born into wealth and get lucky or get rich off crypto or something stupid. But to run a real business for 30 plus years and have hundreds and hundreds of people working for you, reliant upon you for their livelihood, and taking massive swings of hundreds of millions of dollars, that is real stress management. So I'm not quite at that stage of my life yet. I'm still more so risk management with some degree of stress because I don't have any stress right now. Nothing, because I'm in just the most fortunate situation in the world where I'm working for the best people. I mean, the three people that I work with right now are fantastic. I'm figuring out ways to expand Ken's business or his online business. Same thing with another one of these guys. I gotta wake up super early. I'll be with Ken all morning tomorrow. It's already 11:30. Just got back from dinner, so I gotta fucking get out of here. Shit. How do I end this?